Hey, I'm Tyson. Wait, are we on? I'm so sorry. Did we start?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm Tyson, and welcome to the Honor Hall of Fame, where everybody matters. It's my way of showing people that there's something about them that makes them very special. And that's what honor is. Honor is letting someone know you see how valuable they really are. You know, because you're valuable. We're all valuable. We matter. And if you can't see that, just look a little closer, just a little bit. It could be the way that you look. Or it could be how you think. Or leaping into the experiences that you've had. Everybody matters. And you know why I know that? Because God, the creator of the universe, made people too. And he loves you no matter what you look like or what experiences you've been through. Whoa, hey, oh no. I don't have a display in here to honor God. How do you honor God? Because I can't take a picture of him, because he's invisible or something like that. Ooh, I could make a list of all the things he's done and I could put it on the wall. Okay, I don't think the wall's big enough for that though. I could get him a present. Just like last Christmas, my uncle got my dad a treadmill. But I don't think God needs to work out. I could get him a cake. Oh, who doesn't like cake? I could get him a cake. How do I get the cake to him? No. How do you honor God? How can I show him how valuable he is to me? I don't know. But the Bible story usually helps me out with these kinds of situations. Today, it's about a guy named Daniel, and he had to go through something really hard, but the way that he honors God is actually really simple. Maybe I could send God a card. That's it.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how he created us and loves us so much that he made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Daniel, chapter 6.
Israel was ruled by many kings following David. Some listened to God, but some did not. Over and over, God's people strayed to worship other gods. When Jehoiakim was king of Israel, he ignored God's laws and led the people astray. So, God allowed Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, to invade Jerusalem and take captives back to his home. One of the prisoners was a young man named Daniel. Because he listened to God, his wisdom soon gained him the position as one of the king's advisors. Daniel served Nebuchadnezzar for many years, and when Babylon was conquered, Daniel was chosen to serve the new ruler, King Darius II.
I shall appoint 120 royal rulers over my kingdom, and 3 big bosses over them.
King Darius chose Daniel, and 2 other men we'll call Abo and Kos.
I'm first.
Who's first?
Guys.
Just as he did 3 times every day, Daniel went to his room, kneeled down, and talked to God.
Thank you for giving me this job, God. Please help me to do it well.
Daniel did so well that King Darius took notice.
I think I shall make you the head bigwig over everyone.
Abo and Kos weren't so happy when they heard the news.
Who's first?
He's first.
Daniel? No way.
Not if we get him in trouble.
But though Abo and Kos watched Daniel closely, they couldn't find a single thing wrong with him or his work.
Except he prays to his God.
First thing each morning.
First thing at lunch.
First thing each evening.
The wily pair devised a plan along with the other advisors and went to the king.
King Darius, first things first.
May you live forever.
I plan on it.
We think everyone should put you first.
Tell me more.
Make a law that for 30 days no one can pray to any god but you.
An intriguing idea. But what if they don't? How do we give this law some teeth?
Oh, that's easy.
First one to disobey gets tossed into the lion's den.
Ooh, where do I sign?
Daniel heard about the king's terrible new order, but even so, he went directly to his room to talk to God, the one true God.
The law says I'm supposed to pray to the king. But God, you're the one who's given me everything. You're the only one I can thank.
Unfortunately, Abu and Kaz followed Daniel and watched as he knelt before God.
He's up first.
For the lion's den.
Gleeful, they raced to find King Darius.
Didn't you sign a law that says no one can pray to any god but you for 30 days?
Yeah, or they get thrown into a den with lions.
Indeed.
We saw the first.
The first what?
First one to break your law.
Who's first?
You're first.
My first?
You're first in command.
Daniel!
He still prays to his god 3 times a day.
Wait, Daniel?
Darius was terribly upset. He didn't want Daniel harmed, but the written laws were so strong, not even the king could find a way out. At sunset, Daniel was brought out and lowered into the lion's cave.
You always serve your God faithfully, so may he save you.
Immediately, a heavy stone was placed at the mouth of the cave. In the gloom, Daniel continued talking to God.
God, thank you for giving me strength to stand strong for you. I trust that you will take care of me, even here.
King Darius returned to his palace, but he couldn't eat or sleep. All night he paced the rooftop gardens, staring through the darkness towards the place where the lions were kept.
He can't survive, can he?
As the sun finally rose, Darius rushed to the lion's den.
Remove the stone.
Darius peered into the pit. His eyes, blinded by the sun, could only see the darkness.
Daniel, you faithfully serve the living God. So has he been able to save you from the lions?
After a long moment, Daniel emerged into the light, unharmed.
My king, may you live forever. My God sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions. They haven't hurt me at all, because I've done nothing wrong in God's sight. And nothing wrong to you either.
Lift him out of the den immediately.
King Darius was overjoyed to see Daniel safe, but his anger burned towards the men who had tricked him into signing that terrible law.
Throw them in the lion's den immediately.
Abu and Kaz howled in protest and pointed at each other.
Who's first? He's first.
The men who tried to destroy Daniel lost their own lives instead, and King Darius immediately sent for his scribe to write something new, a letter instead of a law.
Say this. May you have great success. I order people in every part of my kingdom to respect and honor Daniel's God. He is the living God. He will live forever. His kingdom will not be destroyed. He has saved Daniel from the power of the lions.
God gave Daniel success all through the reign of King Darius, and Daniel continued to honor the one true God.
Okay, so we know there are many reasons to honor God. He's big, powerful, he knows everything. But how do we honor God? I bet you Daniel can tell us. So God had a very special relationship with his people, the Israelites. They had to go through a lot. Lots of traveling, slavery in Egypt, wandering through the desert, splitting into different kingdoms, and then finally being taken captive and conquered in a place called Babylon. Daniel was one of those captives. He lived most of his life in a different culture other than the one he grew up in. He was even ordered to worship someone other than God. But Daniel refused. He honored God no matter what, even if it meant getting thrown into a den of lions. When Daniel came out of their life, he didn't say, "Oh, I'm alive because I outsmarted the lions," or, "Oh, I guess they weren't all that hungry today." He gave all of the credit and glory to God. And he really wanted people to know how amazing God was. That's one way that we can honor God, by talking about what he's done. How God made the world and how he parts the seas and how he can make food fall from the sky. That's one way that we can honor God. And one other way that we can honor God is we can not just talk about what he's done, but we can talk about what he's doing right now. He gives you talents and strengths. He gives you ideas and inspiration. He makes the sun rise every day. We're so used to God doing miraculous things that we don't even see him as miracles anymore. You know, Jesus said that we were kind of like a light to the world, and that we do good things not so people will see how good we are, but so they will see how good God is. That's the one thing I learned today. Honor God by giving him the credit. So, here goes. This is why you matter to me, God. You give me friends that always have my back, who come down to this basement with me and help me make videos. And you gave me the idea for this museum, and you are always there for me. You love me and you know what's best for me. Oh man, this is gonna take all day. You made vanilla wafers, which I eat every day. I just gobble them down. And then you give me a belly button. I don't even know what that's for. Sometimes I just stare at it, just thinking and pondering about what it's for. You gave me all the camera equipment.